Here is a fact that most doctors will never tell you. After age 60, your body loses up to 8% of its muscle mass every single decade. By the time you hit 80, you could have lost 30% of your muscles. That is not just about looking weak. That is about falling down in your kitchen and breaking your hip. That is about not being able to open a jar or carry your groceries. That is about losing your independence completely and needing help with basic daily activities. Now here is what makes this even more shocking. A 2023 study published in Metabolism found that sarcopenia, which is the medical term for age-related muscle loss, affects between 10 and 16% of elderly people worldwide. The prevalence jumps to an alarming 11 to 50% in people over 80 years old, and most of them have absolutely no idea they have it until it is too late. This condition currently affects over 50 million people globally and is projected to impact 200 million within the next 40 years. Now I know what you are thinking. Eggs. Everyone says eggs are the answer for muscle building. And yes, eggs are absolutely great. They are affordable, versatile, and packed with protein. But here is the problem nobody talks about. Relying only on eggs means you are missing out on some of the most powerful muscle-building nutrients nature has ever created. Nutrients that fight inflammation, protect your cells from damage, and actually help your aging body absorb and use protein more efficiently. I'm talking about seeds. Not just any seeds, though. Specific seeds that science has proven can transform the way your body builds and maintains muscle after 70. What I am about to share with you comes from dozens of peer-reviewed studies, real research with real numbers from real scientists. And the number one seed on this list? Researchers found it contains a protein so complete, so easily digestible, that it rivals some of the most expensive supplements on the market. A 2024 study even showed it can help reverse muscle wasting caused by certain medications. Stick around because that seed might just change everything you thought you knew about building muscle in your 70s. Before we begin, let us know in the comments now your age and where you're watching us from. We read and reply to every single comment, so drop your comments below. Now let us start with seed number 5 and work our way up to the most important one. Number 5. Sunflower seeds. Let me start with something you have probably walked past 1,000 times in the grocery store without ever giving it a second thought. Sunflower seeds. These little kernels are absolutely loaded with nutrients that your muscles desperately need, especially after 70. And I am not just saying that because they taste good in a salad. 1 ounce of sunflower seeds delivers about 6 grams of plant-based protein. That might not sound like much compared to a chicken breast, but here is where it gets interesting. Sunflower seeds are the single best whole food source of vitamin E on the planet. Just 1 ounce gives you 76% of your daily vitamin E requirement. Why does this matter for your muscles? Because vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects your muscle cells from oxidative damage. When you exercise or even just go about your daily activities, your body produces harmful molecules called free radicals. These free radicals attack your muscle tissue and speed up the aging process. Vitamin E neutralizes them before they can cause damage. But that is not all. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found something fascinating. People who ate seeds, including sunflower seeds 5 or more times per week, had 32% lower levels of C-reactive protein compared to people who did not eat seeds at all. C-reactive protein is a marker of inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation is one of the main reasons your muscles break down faster as you age. By reducing inflammation, sunflower seeds help create an environment where your muscles can actually repair and grow. Now let me tell you about another mineral packed into these tiny seeds. Magnesium. 1 ounce of sunflower seeds contains about 90 milligrams of magnesium, which is 23% of what you need daily. Magnesium is absolutely essential for muscle function. It helps your muscles contract and relax properly. Without enough magnesium, you get muscle cramps, spasms, and weakness. Many older adults are deficient in magnesium without even knowing it. The symptoms creep up slowly and often get dismissed as just part of getting older. In fact, studies on older adults show that magnesium supplementation resolved sleep disturbances in 85% of participants. Better sleep means better muscle recovery. Your body does most of its muscle repair while you sleep. When you skimp on sleep or have poor sleep quality, your muscles simply cannot rebuild properly. It becomes a vicious cycle where low magnesium leads to poor sleep, which leads to muscle loss, which leads to more weakness and more sleep problems. Sunflower seeds also contain selenium, providing about 24% of your daily needs per ounce. Selenium works together with vitamin E as an antioxidant team, protecting your cells from the damage that accelerates muscle loss. The best way to eat sunflower seeds for maximum benefit is raw or dry roasted without added salt. You can sprinkle them on oatmeal, toss them into salads, or simply eat them as a snack. Aim for about 1 ounce per day, which is roughly a quarter cup. Just be mindful that they are calorie dense, so portion control matters. Now let us move on to a seed that takes muscle protection to a whole new level. Number 4. Flax seeds. If sunflower seeds are good for your muscles, flax seeds are like bringing in the special forces. These tiny brown or golden seeds contain something most other plant foods simply cannot match: the highest concentration of alpha-lanolenic acid, which is the plant form of omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3s are absolutely crucial for anyone trying to maintain muscle mass after 70. Here is why. A systematic review published in 2024 analyzed multiple studies on omega-3 fatty acids and their effect on muscle health. The researchers found that omega-3s have significant anti-inflammatory properties that help manage chronic diseases and improve overall health. For your muscles specifically, this means less breakdown and faster recovery. When inflammation is under control, your body can focus on building muscle instead of constantly fighting fires. Flax seeds contain about 40% protein by weight, and the bioactive peptides found in flax seeds have been shown to have antioxidant, antibacterial, and even blood pressure lowering effects. But the real star of the show is something called lignans. Flax seeds are the richest dietary source of lignans on Earth. A randomized controlled trial conducted on adults aged 60 to 80 years found that flaxseed lignin supplementation at 600 milligrams daily for 24 weeks was completely safe and showed anti-inflammatory effects on markers of oxidative stress and inflammation, along with improvements in muscle strength as a functional outcome. Another study specifically looked at older men. Men taking flaxseed lignin complex reduced their metabolic syndrome score relative to men taking a placebo. They also decreased their diastolic blood pressure and improved their triglyceride levels. Better metabolic health means better nutrient delivery to your muscles. What makes flax seeds even more impressive is the research on muscle regeneration. A study published in the Journal of Cellular Physiology found that dietary flaxseed can actually mitigate impaired skeletal muscle regeneration. The researchers discovered that flaxseed protected muscle from cell death and preserved the process by which your body creates new muscle fibers. The alpha-lanolenic acid in flaxseed reduced cell death in muscle cells exposed to inflammatory compounds and prevented the inhibition of muscle growth. The study showed that flaxseed not only repairs damage in muscle cell membranes, but also exerts a more extensive action that stimulates multiple molecular pathways in your muscles. This is groundbreaking because it shows flax seeds do not just maintain muscle. They actively help your body regenerate it, even when under metabolic stress. To get the maximum benefit from flax seeds, you need to grind them. Whole flax seeds can pass through your digestive system undigested, which means you miss out on all those nutrients. Use a coffee grinder or buy pre-ground flaxseed meal. Store it in the refrigerator because the oils can go rancid quickly. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons to your smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt daily. You can also mix ground flaxseed into baked goods. The slightly nutty flavor works well in bread and muffins. The next seed on our list takes inflammation fighting even further with some truly remarkable science behind it. Number 3. Chia seeds. Chia seeds have become incredibly popular in recent years, and for very good reason. These tiny black and white seeds were actually a staple food of the ancient Aztec and Mayan warriors. They called them the running food because they provided sustained energy for long journeys. Now modern science is confirming what those ancient civilizations knew all along. Of all known food sources, chia seeds contain the highest concentration of omega-3 fatty acids in the form of alpha-lanolenic acid. We are talking about 64% omega-3 content. That is extraordinary for any food, let alone a tiny seed. A 2024 systematic review and meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutritional Science examined multiple randomized controlled trials on chia seed supplementation and inflammatory biomarkers. The researchers concluded that chia seeds have significant potential anti-inflammatory properties attributed to their high content of omega-3 fatty acids, dietary fiber, and antioxidants. Why does this matter so much for your muscles at 70? Because chronic low-grade inflammation, which scientists call inflammaging, is one of the primary drivers of muscle loss in older adults. When your body is constantly inflamed, it breaks down muscle tissue faster than it can rebuild it. Chia seeds help break this destructive cycle. The omega-3 fatty acids they contain get converted in your body to compounds that actively reduce inflammatory signals. Chia seeds also contain about 20% protein with a good amino acid profile. They are rich in antioxidants including chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, myricetin, quercetin, and camphorol. These compounds have been shown to have cardiac protective effects, liver protective effects, anti-aging characteristics, and anti-cancer properties. For your muscles, these antioxidants mean less oxidative damage and better cellular function. One study found that chia seeds can help with bone health by increasing bone mineral content in test subjects. Strong bones and strong muscles go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other, especially as you age. When your bones weaken, your muscles have to work harder to stabilize your body. This creates additional strain and accelerates muscle fatigue. Conversely, strong muscles help protect your bones by absorbing shock and reducing stress on your skeletal system. The fiber content of chia seeds is also remarkable, providing about 11 grams per ounce. This fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which research now shows plays a crucial role in muscle health and inflammation control. Scientists call this the gut-muscle axis. The healthier your gut microbiome, the better your body can absorb nutrients and regulate inflammation throughout your entire system, including your muscles. The best way to consume chia seeds is to soak them in liquid first. When you add chia seeds to water or any liquid, they absorb up to 12 times their weight and form a gel-like consistency. This makes the nutrients much more accessible to your digestive system. Make chia pudding by soaking 2 tablespoons of seeds in half a cup of milk or plant milk overnight. Add them to smoothies, sprinkle them on yogurt, or mix them into oatmeal. You can also add dry chia seeds to baked goods for a nutritional boost. Aim for 1 to 2 tablespoons daily for optimal benefits. Now we are getting to the seeds that have the most direct impact on muscle building in older adults. Number 2, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds might just be the most underrated food for muscle health in existence. Most people only think about them around Halloween, but that is a huge mistake. These green seeds, also called pepitas, contain a combination of nutrients that is almost perfectly designed for building and maintaining muscle after 70. Let me start with the protein content. Pumpkin seeds deliver about 7 grams of protein per ounce, but here is what makes this protein special. Unlike many plant proteins that are missing certain amino acids, pumpkin seeds are considered a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot make on its own. This puts them in rare company among plant foods. Your body can use all of the protein from pumpkin seeds to directly build muscle tissue. But the real magic of pumpkin seeds lies in 2 minerals that most older adults are severely deficient in: magnesium and zinc. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides 168 milligrams of magnesium, covering 40% of the daily requirement for men. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, including those that control blood pressure, heart rhythm, muscle contraction, and protein synthesis. Research indicates that men with higher magnesium intake show 15% lower risk of heart disease development. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds also supports muscle contraction and recovery, making them particularly valuable for active older adults. Zinc is equally important. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best food sources of zinc, providing about 18% of your daily needs per ounce. Zinc plays a vital role in immune cell development and function, but it also directly affects muscle growth. Zinc is essential for protein synthesis, which is literally how your body builds new muscle. Studies have shown that zinc deficiency leads to reduced muscle strength and impaired muscle repair. 1 cup of pumpkin seeds provides almost half of the recommended daily zinc intake. A 2014 study highlighted that pumpkin seed oil could help improve various health markers, and research in men found that pumpkin seed consumption led to a 7% reduction in diastolic blood pressure and a 16% increase in beneficial HDL cholesterol. Better cardiovascular health means better blood flow to your muscles, which means better nutrient delivery and waste removal. Your muscles cannot grow if they are not getting adequate blood supply. Pumpkin seeds also contain tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes better sleep quality. Combined with their magnesium content, which helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system, pumpkin seeds are particularly effective for improving sleep in older adults. As I mentioned earlier, your body does most of its muscle repair during sleep. Poor sleep quality is directly linked to accelerated muscle loss. Studies have shown that even a few nights of poor sleep can increase muscle protein breakdown. The tryptophan in pumpkin seeds helps produce serotonin and melatonin, the hormones that regulate your sleep-wake cycle. When these hormones are balanced, you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. That deeper, more restorative sleep cycle is when your growth hormone peaks and your muscles do their most intensive repair work. You can eat pumpkin seeds raw or roasted. Roasted seeds actually have better antioxidant levels and taste. Store them in a cool, dark place to prevent the oils from going rancid. Sprinkle them on salads, add them to trail mix, blend them into smoothies, or simply eat them as a snack. 1 ounce daily, which is about 2 tablespoons, is the optimal amount for most people. And now we arrive at the number 1 seed for building muscle after 70. Number 1. Hemp seeds. If you want the absolute best seed for building and maintaining muscle after 70, look no further than hemp seeds. Before you ask, no, these will not get you high. Hemp seeds come from the cannabis sativa plant, but they contain less than 0.3% THC, the psychoactive compound. When processed into food, that amount becomes even more negligible. What they do contain is the most powerful combination of muscle-building nutrients found in any seed on Earth. Hemp seeds are a complete protein source containing all 9 essential amino acids that humans must get from food. But unlike other plant proteins, the protein in hemp seeds is extraordinarily easy for your body to digest and absorb. Research shows that 91 to 98% of the protein in ground hemp seeds is digestible. This is exceptional. Most plant proteins have much lower digestibility rates, which means much of the protein you eat never actually gets used by your muscles. The reason hemp protein is so easily digested is because it contains 2 specific proteins called edestin and albumin. These are the same types of proteins found in blood plasma and are critical for healthy immune function. Your body can break them down quickly and use them for muscle repair and growth. 130-gram serving of hemp protein delivers about 15 grams of highly bioavailable protein. Here is where it gets even more impressive. A 2024 study published in an international food science journal investigated the effects of hemp seed protein on muscle health. The researchers found that hemp seed protein hydrolysates had an increased content of branched-chain amino acids compared to regular protein sources. Branched-chain amino acids, often called BCAAs, are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. These 3 amino acids are the primary drivers of muscle protein synthesis. In mice treated with muscle-wasting drugs, hemp protein treatment led to recovery of muscle mass and strength with normalized muscle fiber size distribution. The hemp protein actually reversed muscle wasting. Another study examined hemp supplementation during resistance training in adults. Participants received 60 grams per day of hemp containing 40 grams of protein and 9 grams of oil. The results showed that hemp supplementation combined with exercise was effective for body composition and performance outcomes. The omega-3 fatty acids in hemp oil have anti-inflammatory properties that promote faster recovery between workouts. Hemp seeds also contain an ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids at about 3 to 1. Most Western diets are severely imbalanced with ratios of 15 to 1 or even higher. This imbalance promotes inflammation and muscle breakdown. The balanced fatty acid profile in hemp seeds helps restore proper omega ratios and reduce chronic inflammation. The gamma-linolenic acid found in hemp seeds is an omega-6 fatty acid with powerful anti-inflammatory properties. This may seem contradictory since omega-6 is often associated with inflammation, but gamma-linolenic acid is different. It actually gets converted into anti-inflammatory compounds in your body. These compounds help reduce inflammation, support immune function, and promote faster recovery from exercise and daily activities. For maximum muscle building benefits, consume hemp seeds in their whole form or as hemp protein powder. Sprinkle 2 to 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds on salads, smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt daily. If using hemp protein powder, doses of 5 to 7 tablespoons have been shown to be most effective for muscle building according to research. The slightly nutty flavor works well in most recipes,